Tuesday. We are starting the school week a little later because we had on Monday, yesterday was the Juneteenth celebration, so we had no classes. The entire campus was on holiday, but today we're back to school. This morning I have pros and I'm going to be in the simulation clinic all day today, which is why I'm wearing scrubs. In the morning we have pros, in the afternoon we have patient care. I feel like you guys already know my schedule at this point. I woke up early this morning at around 4 a.m. to do some reading for today's lab session because it's very hands-on. We're making RPDs, which are removable partial dentures. We're not making the actual partial dentures, but we're doing the preliminary, like activities, I guess, like the design, the setup, and the things that you do before you make the partial dentures. And I wanted to just read up and make sure that I had some knowledge going in. I didn't want to just show up not knowing anything. So that's what I did this morning. I also did a little bit of reading for my biomedical science class because we do have an exam coming up in a few weeks, and I want to start getting, I want to start studying early. I went through this whole transformation thing on the weekend. It's weird, like sometimes I'll just go through this phase where I want to change my whole life. So I went through this thing on the weekend where I just want to aim to get better grades. I feel like first year, like first semester or first year, and the early second semester, I was aiming for like A's and hundreds and like trying to get all the questions correct. And then second semester I got a little overwhelmed with like having the anatomy session and then having all the clinical hours on top of it, that I was just like barely just trying to pass and stay afloat. But now I feel like I have that drive back again, that I want to just do well to the best, utmost best of my ability. And that means, to me, I have to really be, like, I was just thinking over the weekend, like, how can I do this? Because obviously you can have, like a desire or a wish, but what really matters is how you implement it. And the one thing I was thinking is just, I have to be like more strict with myself in terms of my bedtime, because that's my biggest downfall, I guess you could say, or my biggest hindrance is I cannot go to bed early for the life of me. No matter how much I try, I find it really hard to go to bed on time. So I'm trying to work on that, because I feel like if I go to bed early, I can wake up early and I can study early in the morning, which is when I have my most optimal learning. But yeah, that's a transformation I've been going through. I want to do stupidly well, for lack of a better word. Like, I want to do insanely well on my exams and assignments. Like, I want to aim to be the best that I can possibly be, and that requires a lot of hard work. Obviously, nothing good comes easy, and I'm in the process of that right now. I don't know how this is gonna play out with YouTube, because right now I put a lot of effort into YouTube and I don't want to stop doing that. I love doing YouTube. I love having this as a hobby or something else to do to distract me from school. I never want to stop, but I do have to evaluate how YouTube ties into my schedule, because it does take oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe my earring just fell out of my ear. Like, what? I don't know what that was, but anyways, like I was saying, YouTube does take a lot of my time and I don't want to stop doing it, but I also feel like my videos might not be like religiously, maybe I might skip some weeks of posting just because I really want to prioritize doing well in school. And whenever I do post, I will make sure that the videos are long and cover everything that I'm doing. Like, I'm not gonna stop vlogging. The only thing is, like, I might not post as frequently, but when I do post, I will post everything that's been happening, and I'll keep vlogging at the same pace and covering everything so you guys don't miss out. I just won't upload as frequently, maybe. Like for example, by usually at this time I'd have like the video for the week already, but I haven't even touched it because I'm just really prioritizing school. I haven't even started editing, but I do have all the clips filmed and I have it in my camera ready to go. I'll probably start editing tonight. I just really want to do well in school because that's the reason I'm here. And especially now that I know I keep talking about like my future plans and wanting to go into residency or specialize, but even right now as we're seeing patients, I feel like I can provide the best care for my patients. I mean, I don't have my patients, I'm assisting, but I can provide the best care if I know a lot. If I just know everything, I feel like I can give the best care possible. It's good to just have knowledge of everything and not go in there blindly. So even right now, besides residency or getting good grades for residency, which I've already mentioned doesn't really matter because my school is pass fail, but then seeing patients, I wanted to give the best care, and that's what's pushing me. That's one of the things that's pushing me to be the best and learn everything, because I just feel like I would want to have a provider that actually knows what they're talking about and knows, you know, like the ins and outs, like why is this material better than this material, or why this procedure over the other procedure and things like that. Like that's what I would want as a patient, and therefore that's what I want to be able to give. And I set the highest standard of expectations for myself, and I feel like lately I've just been reducing my standards a little bit, which is okay. Like sometimes people go through things and that's fine, but now I'm like, time to get back on the horse and keep, you know, time to get back to the regular program scheduling. But yeah, that's what's happening. I need to start leaving. It is 6:52. I told myself at 6:50, no matter what I was talking about, I need to wrap it up and head out of here. So I'm gonna start heading out to clinic. Hey guys, I just got out of clinic. It was a very long day, but it is over. Right now I'm gonna go get groceries. I currently don't have groceries, so I'm gonna stop by Market Basket, I think, because they don't have good balsamic vinaigrette at Trader Joe's. You guys know I love shopping at Trader Joe's, but they don't have the salad dressing that I like, which is balsamic vinaigrette. So I am gonna go to Market Basket and then I'm gonna go home. But first we're gonna go to Market Basket, get the salad dressing, pick up some grocery items. I want to get honey. I ran out of honey, which I love drinking my green tea with. And I also want to get maybe some salad, like some vegetables for my salad. But today was a pretty long day. I did some treatment planning. We were given patient cases and we had to treatment plan and come up with how we would treat the patient, and it took quite a while because it was more of like EHR things, and which is electronic health system or health record, and learning how to code and diagnose and how to input all of that computer work. It was more of like computer work than anything else. So it took me a while. I literally just got out and it's 5 o'clock. I was there for the entire session. This morning we did some RPD designs. We basically drew on a cast of a patient, like how we would design their RPD, which I thought was pretty cool. Everything is like very foreign and new, which makes it not easy to grasp at first, but I feel like as the days are going by, I'm starting to get more and more accustomed to what we're learning, and it's becoming fun now that I actually know what I'm talking about. I still don't know what I'm talking about 100%, but I feel like I know some things and it's becoming more fun the more that I'm learning. Anyways, let's start heading over to Market Basket. I am losing my energy. I'm so tired. I need food, I need rest, I need my bed. So let's go. So I made a giant cup of iced coffee and I'm gonna sip on that while I do some work. My schedule for this morning is looking like, first I want to do some biomed studying, and then I want to look over my clinical dentistry lectures because we have clinical dentistry all day today. We have endo. Endo is under clinical dentistry. It's just, you know, the division of clinical dentistry that we're currently doing. We have endo all day from 8 to 5, so I want to read up ahead before going into the clinic. So I'm gonna do biomed, I'm gonna do clinical dentistry, and then I want to do a little bit of reading for my prost class. I think I might have mentioned this yesterday, but it's getting more doable the more we're exposed to it. So I'm going to do a little bit of prost reading today. And something else that I started doing is doing the assigned reading, not just skimming over it, but actually reading. I found that it's helping me. So before class starts, I'll do the reading. So that's been helpful. And then I also want to edit. Like I mentioned yesterday, have not even touched this week's video, and I don't want to get lazy with YouTube or fall off the wagon, so to speak. So I'm gonna do some editing this morning. So I have a pretty busy morning, pretty packed, and then I have to edit an essay for someone and read over their, you know, application for school, for grad school. So that's also on my to-do list for the morning. So I have a pretty busy morning, as you guys can tell. And I just wanted to start off this day letting you guys know what the plans are. I'm gonna be starting my day like 4 hours before I have to go in, or almost 6 hours actually, because I have class at 8. Yeah, 6 hours before I actually go into school. But then once school is over, I'm coming home and I'm gonna be sleeping and doing nothing else. But anyways, cheers to this long day that we're about to have. Cheers to this cup of coffee that's hopefully gonna keep me up. And let's get this day started. Guys, you're not gonna believe the type of morning that I'm having. I literally just spilled all of my coffee all over my study desk and my laptop. I knew I was tired, but I didn't realize just how tired. I was trying to set up my camera to vlog me studying, and I guess I didn't tighten it enough and my camera just fell. First of all, my camera fell, which is an issue in and of itself. Then it knocked over my cup of coffee and it just spilled everywhere. So I've spent the past 10 to 15 minutes cleaning up my desk, changing into a different robe. On top of that, I had to go make another cup of coffee because I will not start my day without some sort of caffeine this morning. I am surprisingly calm for all of what just transpired right now, because I feel like on a normal day I would be a little upset, but right now I'm just like, I guess that's part of waking up this early, is just slower reflexes. Anyways, let's hope second time's the charm, because I've already lost some time just cleaning up and remaking coffee. That was just such a weird, that's literally never happened before. I've never spilled coffee like that ever, everywhere, and I just had to like recalculate and plan how to even begin to clean up. I just used Clorox wipes. I wiped down everything, wiped down my rug, it got on my rug, got everywhere. But we're back to regular scheduled programming. But yeah, let's try this again, shall we? Oh my gosh, hopefully second time's a charm. And yeah, okay, For real this time, let's actually start studying. When I'm studying biomed and I don't know a term, I just Google it. I never like to read a slide not knowing what a word or a term means and just move it on. I try to always stop and Google whatever I don't know. So right now I just saw a term that I've never heard before and I am Googling, okay, and that's how I, learn something new. Whenever I Google the term, I write the definition next to it, and then if I see it again, I'll go back and read what the definition was so that I'm not Googling it every time, but I at least look it up once to make sure that I know what it means and I'm not just, because sometimes the words provide context, and if you don't know what one word means, you won't understand the entire lecture. So I Google everything. Like if I don't know a word, I'm looking that up ASAP. But yeah, that's just my little tip for studying biomed or any science heavy class where you are experiencing new terms. I would recommend just Google. It takes like 2 seconds and then you can get better context as to what you're reading, and it's very helpful. Just my little 2 cents. Hey guys, it is 3:43. I'm not done with studying, but I wanted to give a little study update. I finished the first lecture, and no, I didn't just start this morning and finish it in an hour. I wish I could study that fast, but I'd already started studying on Monday, and I had already covered half of the lecture, so I just finished the remaining half this morning, and I'm on the second lecture, and this is basically how I'm studying. I'm just going through, and I'm gonna darken the screen so you guys can see. I love to just go through and rewrite everything that I think is important, and I love doing this in colored marker or colored pencil because for whatever reason things just stick when I label it like that. So as you can tell, all my notes are covered with a bunch of notes of things that I think is important. We're doing the renal system, which is very heavy with very little minute details, and I feel like it's very easy to get lost in the sauce. That's like my new favorite expression. I don't know why I started saying it, but I cannot stop for the life of me. But I don't want to get lost in the details, so I'm trying to always think big picture when I'm learning all of this and trying to remember overall function and structure and enzymes and location, spatial location, all those good stuff. But right now I'm on slide 9, almost slide 10. Once I get to slide 20, I will move to a different subject because I feel like my brain is already getting tired of looking at biomed and I want to do something else. So once I get to slide 20, I'm gonna start looking over clinical dentistry. And once I'm done with clinical dentistry, I will edit my friend's essay. Like I told you guys, I have someone's essay to look over. But first, let's, prioritize priorities in order of priorities. First of all, we're going to do this and we're going to do clinical dentistry. And then we're going to look over the essay. Okay, let's get back to work. I'm hoping to be done with this by 4 a.m. Hopefully 14 minutes I can get through 10 slides if possible. I'm gonna have to speed through it, but I need to make good time. I want to start getting ready, like taking a shower and getting ready for my clinic today at like 5:30 because I don't want to be late. Trying to get there on time because that's actually not a good feeling when you're like running behind and you're like trying to make good time. So I'm gonna shower at 5:30, get ready, and then we can, start heading out. So right now I'm doing endo. I'm just going over the slides for endo. I'm starting from the very beginning because we have an exam. It's not coming up anytime soon, but as you can see, there are a lot of tiny information that's like kind of miscellaneous stuff, but I just want to have them randomly in my head in case I need to pull this out during an exam, so that I can at least, you know, have some background. And also I feel like doing this would make it so much easier to study for the exam, because I'm not going to be starting from scratch. This is going to be a speed session. I'm just going to fly through these 74 slides. I'm not going to waste time at all, because this is all stuff that I've been exposed to at this point, because we do this every week, and some of these stuff I use in lab and I'm very familiar with. It's not like I have to like relearn it, but I just want to actually know because I love knowing the mechanism of what I'm doing and not just blindly following, you know, like just following actions or doing a procedure without understanding the why. I like to know I don't know what I just opened. Let me close that. I like to know the why for, you know, whatever procedure that I'm doing, like each step. I love when I try to make sure that it makes sense to me, so that when I make a mistake, I know why I made a mistake instead of just guessing. So I'm going through all of these, and also these equipment, it's helpful to like actually know what you're using and why you're using it. So I'm gonna go over this slide and then do another, over this lecture. I'm gonna go over this lecture and then do another lecture. Then move on to whatever the next class is. I think it's prost. That's the next class I have to go over. Currently 420 at this point, actually. I just started going over endo and it's 420. Yeah, it's 421 right now, and I need to hurry up because it's almost time to go get ready and I want to get through these lectures. So let's get back to doing this. It is currently 4:51 and I am so tired, so I think I'm gonna go take a nap because I don't know how I'm gonna function the rest of the day. When I woke up earlier, I had so much energy, and now I'm exhausted because I've pretty much been up for almost 3 hours, and I didn't particularly go to bed early. I went to bed a little late. I went to bed at like 9, almost 10, pretty much 10 actually, because I was up, I was watching a show. So now I'm really tired, so I'm gonna take like a 20-minute nap, which might be a mistake, but I will set 5,000 alarms so that I don't accidentally oversleep. And yeah, okay, gonna go take a nap and then I will get up at probably 5:15. Actually, that's perfect that I have an alarm for 5:15. I will get up at this time, take a shower, and start heading over to clinic. Hey guys, I'm currently on campus and it is 7 a.m. It was tough getting up for my nap. I ended up oversleeping. Surprised that I'm here early. It's actually 7:10, I think, or 7:11, but I made it here on time. I'm here. I'm about to start heading to sim clinic right now and go set up and everything. And I'm gonna work on the essay that I told you guys about this morning while I wait for class to get started. In addition to my coffee, I also made green tea because I just feel like I'm gonna be falling asleep. Anyways, I'm gonna start heading out. I'm gonna start heading to clinic, and yeah, let's get this school day started. A meeting that starts at 12, but I was like held up in clinic today with endo stuff. Right now it's 12:07, so I'm 7 minutes late. I'm working really fast, but hopefully I can make the meeting. I have my laptop, my iPad, and my lunch. I'm gonna eat lunch right after. Oh my gosh, my first nitrous. Put it like, okay, yeah. And then you can put it on top. It just helps keep it like tighter. I don't know how to do it, but yeah. Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. I'm gonna tighten it from the back. Did you start it?
Are you get to start at 5 or do you want to go to 10?
5.
5?
Maybe. I just want to know if there's a change.
Okay.
But she said you could go to 10, so 10 should be fine.
Okay. I think we're supposed to do intervals of 10, but I want you to be comfortable.
You can do it. Okay. You just can't start as high as 10.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to start lower.
Do you want to start at 5?
Yeah, 5.
That's fine. Bring it back up. You're at 5 right now. I'm gonna let that like go for a minute.
It felt weird because I felt like I was on a rocket ship for a second. And like my limbs were just like tingling. I can take this off?
Yeah, you were all good. You're all done.
Thank you.
Oh, I actually kind of feel good about it. Hello, how are you? Okay with our back? We did a nitrous today. At first I was like, I didn't feel anything, and then I was like, I don't feel anything. Like, you're floating. Yeah, that's how I felt like I was floating. Oh my god. Yeah, are you? Yeah. Oh, I'll come with you. Okay, let's go.
Finally done. Going home to my apartment. Cannot wait to be in my apartment. And most especially, cannot wait to be in my bed. Hello guys, long time no talk. I'm just gonna quickly catch you guys up because I've been so busy. I have not had time to pick up the camera and talk to you guys, but I just wanted to give a quick summary of what we did today. Earlier I kind of showed you guys we were doing nitrous oxide, and me and my partner were practicing on each other, and it was pretty cool. It was really fun to actually experience that. And then in the afternoon I assisted a fourth year student with seeing a patient. I did the cleanup, the setting of the room, the impressions, and all of that. I just got back, but I need to catch up with schoolwork and studying because it's been very clinic heavy this week and I've not had time to study as much as I would like. Right now I'm just gonna change out of this school outfit into something more casual, and I'm gonna study because tomorrow I have a volunteer event to attend, and it starts early in the morning. It starts at 8, so I want to make sure that I finish my schoolwork before going to that. So I'm gonna spend the rest of my afternoon studying, but I just feel super tired and I didn't want to come on camera just being tired and low energy, so that's why I just avoided vlogging. But at the same time I also want to be realistic and tell you guys how I'm feeling, and I'm just feeling so tired. I wouldn't even say that I'm overwhelmed, it's just more like I'm just physically tired. Like I come home every day and I'm exhausted and I go straight to bed. I don't have time to vlog or even do anything else really besides sleep, because I have to wake up early the next day and be in school. So that's what's been happening this week. It's been just school, come home, sleep, wake up, back to school, and it's just been a constant cycle. It's getting better. It's not as bad as it was like when I first started second year. I'm starting to get used to the pace of things, but it's still a lot. Like regardless of how much I try to look at it, it's still a lot. It requires a lot of time, a lot of effort. It's taking up all of my free time. I don't have time for anything else besides school. Like I was supposed to go to a social with my friends yesterday and I literally fell asleep through the entire evening. And by the time I woke up, the social was done, so I didn't even get to go to that. Like that's how tired I am. And I was supposed to study yesterday after school, but I was so tired that I couldn't do that. So yeah, it's just I'm just sleeping a lot because I'm physically exhausted, and I don't know how else to say that. But I'm happy that it's Friday, and right now I'm just gonna study and clean my apartment a little bit because it is a little bit of a mess. So I'm just gonna clean around, get ready for tomorrow for the volunteer event. I have to wash my white coat and get it ready because we have to wear our white coat at the event. We're having a screening for the general public and also providing dental education to the general public, and it's like a volunteer thing for public health. I'm part of the public health club on campus, the dental chapter of public health club on campus. So we're having a really cool event tomorrow. That's what I'm going to be participating in. But I think I might end the vlog here, or I might end it tomorrow. I don't really know. But if I end the vlog here, if this is the end, thank you so much for watching. I know this vlog was just all over the place. I will try to be more organized with the next vlog. Just bear with me because I don't even know what's going on. I'm confused myself. I'm just trying to, you know, find a balance. But thank you for watching as always. Thank you for coming back to another vlog. I'm so happy to have you here. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate all the support because that's the only thing that keeps me going at this point to turn on the camera and vlog, is knowing that there are people who actually care. So whatever support you can give, I really appreciate it. So thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, watching, all of that. It means a lot and it motivates me to keep going because YouTube is taking a little bit of a toll, and not in like a mental health wise, but just more like time wise. So I really put in extra effort to produce these content for you guys. So if you like the content, let me know so I can keep making it. I know you guys like the content, but you know, just a little support here and there is appreciated. But yeah, anyways, that's the end. I think, I don't really know. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Okay, bye. Just come in here to show you guys the fit. Got on the white coat and baggy scrubs. These are the most unfitted scrubs ever, but they're perfect for this event because they're, you know, wear my white coat over it and it's covered, so it doesn't really matter. And also I just wanted something that looked very sharp and looked put together, so this was the first thing that I grabbed. I'm just gonna boil egg and make some green tea, and that's gonna be my breakfast for today because I want to eat something before heading out. It's gonna be a long, busy day. We're gonna see a lot of people, and I don't want to be hungry and tired, so I'm gonna go make breakfast. But yeah, today I feel officially official. I have my student ID, and yeah. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.